A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead. Looking to make a big splash here tonight. Hello, and here we go. It's Thursday night in the NBA on 2K Sports. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. And of course, the season is still young, but a great time to look at our Rookie of the Year list. These are the guys making an immediate impact. It's been a tremendous start to the season for him, making a smooth transition to the NBA and securing himself in the 5 spot.
And he finds himself among the top 5. What a superb start to his NBA career.
He's got some room to improve, but you can see his confidence growing, and that's big for a rookie. He's playing with no fear.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. They've got Stephen Curry, and it's Coles in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Magic, Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. Then it's Desmond Bane, then it's Goga Batadze, and it's Black in at the 1. And this NBA season, it's a marathon. We're about mile 5 of 26.
Right? So you have to pace yourself. Yes, you give it your all every night on the floor, but it's up to coaches to kind of monitor minutes, not wear their guys down.
And so Banchero will bring it up for Orlando. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team. Here's Black. Pass to Bane. Shoots over Curry. Bane, no good. And here are the Warriors now. Outside Curry. Tries a 10-footer. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Jamal Mosley gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He talked about the task of facing Jimmy Butler, fiery wing. Coach said, you can talk about the scouting report all you want with Jimmy, but he brings the extra dimension. Butler has the attitude that is unmatched in the league. The passion of Jimmy Butler in full focus tonight, Brian.
As always, Allie, we thank you. The 3 from Banchero. Warriors with the rebound. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. Yeah, it was rough.
Nice shot from Butler, making himself a threat from downtown.
Here's Batadze. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Now here's Curry. 14 points for him last game against Atlanta.
It wasn't just the scoring. He got others involved, too.
And it's Bane with the rebound.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Here's Batadze. 11 points for him last game against San Antonio.
He's more than chipped in on the glass as well. Just a tremendous effort last time out.
And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a 3-point play here. Going to the line for 1. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
Here's Lewis, defended by Wagner. Outside Butler. Martin outside. Clock at 6. And here's Curry for 3. Here's Coles. Soft touch off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Bitadze. He's averaging about 6 points per game. And the basket by Bane.
He used to catch defenders off guard with his range, but now everyone knows that Bane is a marksman.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Back to Butler. Drives to the hoop. Got a piece of it. Wagner outside. Pass to Banchero. This one for three. The Warriors pull it in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Butler finds Martin. They set the pick. Curry looking it over. Drills it from deep.
Simply the greatest shooter we have ever seen. Every time he makes another three-pointer, he's adding to the record.
Here's Black. 17 points for him last game against San Antonio. Outside Bane. Here's the three. Counted from distance. Bane's got 6.
When you're as accurate as Bane, you love doing this, giving them a little taste of their own medicine.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to give them a breather and talk things over. Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years.
It's time for Dance Game. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do.
Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at the Warriors, it's still very early, but they have a mountain to climb in their conference.
Well, I think for the Warriors, when you look at their roster, they're talented enough to turn this thing around. But so far, the season has not come together for them the way people predicted.
Yeah, I'm not sure this can be written off just as a slow start. I think this might be the team that they are.
Coles passes to Curry. Here's Lewis. Martin outside. Pass to Butler. 5 on the clock. With the floater. He gets it in there.
Jimmy Butler.
Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
I wouldn't say Butler seeks contact, but he sure doesn't turn it down.
And Carroll passes to Black. Here's Bitadze. Here's Bane. And Butler with the block.
An outstanding defender. Butler uses his size and length well to swat shots.
Lewis can't get it to go. And so Banchero will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. And he lobs it up top. It's tipped. Here's Martin. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Martin against Bane. Bitadze with a screen. Down low. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And here's Curry. And you look at his numbers, just over 21 a game. It's Martin on the wing. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Shooting for Golden State, Martin. At the line for one.
And that one misses. For Orlando, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Bane, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Lewis. 14 points for him last game against Atlanta. Butler up top. Here's Coles. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Orlando has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Back to Bane. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
And Richardson's bursting onto the scene. Bane has been nothing short of spectacular.
Bane was a steal with the 30th pick. He's added to his game each year. And now, look, he's one of the better two-way wings in the league.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Desmond Bane.
The free throw drops for Bane.
An effective two-way threat. Have to be impressed with Bane's steady improvement year after year.
And the Warriors making a change here. And Bane drops them both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Warriors trail by 3. Outside Butler. Pass to Lewis. Let's go with a 3. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
When you talk wings, Butler is a top-notch passer. He has a great understanding of the game.
Here's Batadze. Bane with it. He's guarded by Martin. Pulls it from the top of the key. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Here's Coles. It's rebounded by Batadze. Batadze's got 4 rebounds now. Banchero surveys. The 3 from Bane. And it's Martin with the rebound. The Warriors trailing. Here's Lewis, making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game. And here's Butler outside. Orlando with the rebound. Batadze's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Black. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Personal foul. 14 foul.
Orlando shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. That free throw no good. Orlando making some changes. Wendell Carter comes in for Batadze. And it's Isaac in for Banchero. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Good on the second one. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Get off it, Jim.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. We look at the last month's premier teams on the fast break. Number 1, the Magic.
And you know, over this stretch, they've really had their way in the open court, pushing the ball hard and getting those fast break points.
Warriors trail by 3. Here's Rain Man. No made baskets yet. From deep. And it's Hield, missing.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Pass to Isaac. Now Carter. Now here's Bane. 6 to shoot. He shoots. Rebounded by Green.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Outside Podziemski. Here's Rain Man. And he's going for the oop here. Stolen by Bane. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. Jackson Davis, a screen. Here's Rain Man. And the Warriors miss again. Magic leading by 5. Outside Bane. Pass to Isaac. Outside Bane. Here's Black. The 3 is up. Nails it from 3. Black's got 6 points.
Not just a scorer, Bane is willing to set up others and does a very good job of it.
Here's Rain Man. He's scoreless. Shot clock at 6. A shot to stop the run. Hits the trifecta.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Isaac. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Spurs in San Antonio. Off target with the 3.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Pass to Podziemski. Out to the right wing. Here's Rain Man. Now here's Jackson Davis. 9 points for him in his last game. To the paint. Here's Green. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Wagner outside. Over Hield. And it's Wagner missing.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Here's Rain Man. No good. Oh, great D that time from Isaac. Here's Black. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Rain Man, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game.
2 minutes remaining.
Puts it up from 12, and so far in this one, 2 for 4.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Wagner outside. Pass to Isaac. Inside. Here's Black. Outside Carter. Fires the 3. Podziemski grabs the board.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
A minute 29 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Rain Man. He's got 5. No good. That would have tied it.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Wagner outside. Carter finds Bane. A minute 6 left to play in the first. To get back on track. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Defensive foul. Draymond Green. First personal foul. 15.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Desmond Bane. Shooting 1.
And 1:01 left in the first quarter. Outside Hield. Jackson Davis a screen. From downtown. And Hield gets a 3.
Comes right off the pick and knocks it down. Great use of the screen by Hield.
Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Jones feels it out. Back to Wagner. Rebounded by Hield. Warriors trail by 3. Pass to McLaughlin. Jackson Davis with it. Still no points. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Mo Wagner. First trip to the line for him here.
Trace Jackson Davis. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. We've got 22 seconds left in the first. Bane against Hield. Now Bane. 11 points for him last game against San Antonio. Beyond the arc. Connects from downtown. He's got 16 points. And so the first quarter is in the books. Orlando ahead, leading by 5. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for the Magic guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
Goga Bitadze is out there with Mo Wagner. Then there's Banchero. Then there's Tyus Jones. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. And another 3 for Orlando.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Warriors trail by 8. Pass to McLaughlin. Floats one up. And that's 2 points on the layup. McLaughlin's got his first bucket in this one.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
And here's Jones. And Banchero outside. Takes a 3. The Warriors pull it in. Coles has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Lewis. Pass to Coles. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
First team foul. At the line for the Warriors, Coles. 2 shots.
break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Howard's checked in for Orlando. And Golden State also making a switch. Martin's checked in. It's both from the stripe.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Now here's Banchero, coming off a 31-point game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
He's more than chipped in on the glass as well. Just a tremendous effort last time out.
Now here's Banchero. They lead by 4. Just 5 to shoot. Nifty move.
Warriors foul. Jordan McLaughlin. First personal foul. First team foul.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Batase with a screen. Second chance effort. And he gets it back. Jones misses. Warriors trail by 4. Here's Butler. Orlando with a rebound. Their next game is at Barclays Center in Brooklyn for a game of the Nets. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Jones, the pass to Banchero. Batase with a screen. Clock at 6. Goes back up. And it's good on the lay-in. Batase's got 6.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
Pass to Lewis. Here's Coles. Launches a 3. Knocks down the long J. Coles has got 5 points now in the quarter.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Banchero with it. Consistent production from him, averaging just over 26 a game.
This is what makes Banchero a difficult cover. His ability to pass it well in screen and rolls.
And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Martin outside. Pass to McLaughlin. And there's the screen. Lets it go from deep. Howard grabs the miss. Orlando leading by 5. Now Jones. And here's Banchero. Butler covering. Batase with a screen. The 3 from Banchero. That's another miss. 1 for 7 in this contest. Warriors trail by 5. Here's Butler on the take. To the wing on the left. Here's McLaughlin. From the arc. It's rebounded by Batase. Batase's got 8 rebounds in the game. Shoots. And there are the Magic with another bucket. Here's Martin. Pass to Coles. Butler on the wing. Over Banchero. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
That one falls.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Butler surveying the floor. Pass to Coles. Launches it. Can't get that one to go. He's just 2 of 5 now from the field. Magic leading by 9. To the inside. Here's Banchero. Yes! Banchero fighting for 2.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
McLaughlin pass to Lewis. And here's Martin. Here's Coles. The fader. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
Why fade away there? Just making the shot more difficult, if you have to ask me.
Outside Jones. Pass to Howard. Fires the 3. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Lewis. And it's off from 3-point range. Orlando has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Banchero left side. And that one goes. 3 for 9 for him.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Martin. The Magic making their last shot. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the layup is good. Martin's got his second basket on the night.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Now here's Jones. Right wing. Butler against Banchero. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
A full load to handle anywhere on the floor. Banchero makes sure he gets his.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
Paolo Banchero. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Banchero.
He gets to the line a lot. Banchero knows that and works on those shots at practice.
And the Magic making a change here. Wagner's checked in. And so he hits both. Richard, how do you think you would have fared if social media was as prevalent in your younger years as it is right now?
I can tell you right now, I would not be able to sit next to you right now, BA. That's the type of life I would have lived.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Banchero. When one of these guys gets to the line, you can chalk up the points. Here are your top free throw shooters over the past month. Stephen Curry, 3rd.
And over this stretch, his foul shooting has been exceptional. You could tell he was enjoying every single trip to the line.
Magic on D. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Martin against Wagner. Here's Lewis. 6 on the shot clock. Lets a 3 fly. Sinks it from distance. Lewis has got 6 points.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Wagner outside. Outside Jones. Back to Wagner. Carter, the pass to Wagner. Outside Jones. From outside the arc. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Pass to Rainman. Back to Martin. Lewis passes to Martin. Puts up a 3. Curry, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Jones in the post. He's covered by Curry. Wagner for 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. And the Magic lead by 14.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And here's Curry. The 3 is up. 4-3, Stephen Curry.
You knew it was coming because Steph, this man loves a good duel.
Now here's Wagner. Pass to Bataze. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Magic.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break has been a big part of their success.
That one's off. Bane, he's checked in for Orlando. Black comes in for Jones. Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Hield comes in for Martin. And he's good on the second. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. Down by 12. Pass to Hield. Here's Rainman. Bane against Curry. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Richard with the relocations and the floor he covers. Curry is still an anomaly with his conditioning.
Oh, he's got an off-season program that would make other NBA stars tap out, including myself. His conditioning is amongst the best of all time. It wears on you as a defender.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. You know, for all the accolades thrown Stephen Curry's way, Richard, I've heard you say he might be the best conditioned player ever.
Absolutely. When you think about all the ground he covers every single game, his stamina is still something that I will always be impressed with.
And so Curry nails both of them.
They've been impeccable from the line here in the second period, doing what they can to try to build some momentum.
Pass to Carter. Now Bane. There's the drive, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. In transition, here come the Warriors. And he's going for the lob. Stolen by Carter. Bane with it. He's got 16. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. No surprise here. Stephen Curry hopes to be a Warrior for life. He said being a part of a group of legends that have played for one franchise, established a culture, and won at the highest level, and did it with a lot of different roster combinations, I don't ever take that for granted. Brian, what a run.
Yeah, it is a great run, and he's been the foundation, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Curry. Give him 8. Clock at 4. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Curry's got 11.
Yeah, at this point, you're almost shocked when Steph misses a 3, especially from the corner.
Outside Bane. A runner in the lane. Pass to Carter. Rain Man grabs the board.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Unloads. It's rebounded by Batadze. Batadze's got 11 rebounds in the game. Wagner, the pass to Black. Here's Batadze. 9 points in the game. Pass to Bane. Launches it from deep. That shot off.
In the first quarter, he was raining down threes. That's not the case here in the second.
Bane against Curry. There's a minute 17 left in the first half of this one. Jackson Davis misses. Magic leading by 7. Here's Black. He's got 6.
And how about the hops on Wagner? Excellent job recognizing and finishing off the alley-oop.
The Warriors have gotten 7 of 16 shots to go in the second. Here's Rain Man. Outside Curry. Fires from deep. Orlando with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14. 41 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Wagner on the wing, guarded by Hield. And Wagner gets it to go. And now it's an 11-point Orlando lead.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Now here's Jackson Davis. Back to Curry. To the middle. Jackson Davis with the bucket.
Clever move by Curry, using the play to make room for a different shooter.
Now Wagner, 7 points in the game. Pass to Bane, 3-pointer. Doesn't go that time. And we finished off one half of play. It's the Magic, up 9. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition. We got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Hey folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now in this one for the Orlando Magic.
One of the best ways to control the game, take care of the boards. Don't give up second chance points.
And at the offensive end, you can turn misses into makes. That's found money.
All right, fellas, let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
And looking at the Nets matchup, they have to be feeling pretty confident. Good teams win the games they're supposed to. We'll find out how good they are.
You can beat a team and still not be a good team. I want to see how they play.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Well, you got to like what we're seeing from Desmond Bane.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Orlando with the ball. 9-point game. And so in the game for the Warriors, we've got Jimmy Butler, and it's Martin in at the shooting guard position. To the inside. Okay, knockout! Wow! And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh my, Desmond Bane, okay.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Here's Lewis. Pass to Coles. Now here's Butler. To the paint. Martin with the bucket. Martin's got 6 points.
They're such a threat to score. The defense can focus too much on Butler, and he found the open man with ease.
And here's Banchero. Outside Bane. Vitase with a screen. Fires for three. And the basket by Bane. Bane's got 5 points now this quarter.
What I love about Bane is how efficient he is, and it's because he's a high IQ player.
Curry passes to Coles. Shoots from 14. The shot no good.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Martin against Wagner. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Vitase. Coles with a rebound. Warriors trail by 12. Outside Butler. Pass to Coles. And here's Curry. Here's Martin. The three-pointer off the mark. The Magic have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Banchero in the post. He's against Martin. Yes, Paolo Banchero for 2.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
Now here's Curry. 11 points in the game. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. They trail by 14. Martin with the bucket. 9 points in the game.
The all-around game of Butler. He's all about sharing the rock and getting his guys involved.
Banchero with a screen on Martin. Here's Bane. Who drains the 19-footer. Curry with it. And you look at his numbers, just over 21 a game. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. There's the three. Orlando with the rebound. Banchero's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Bane. For three. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. Warriors trail by 13. Here's Martin. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Black. 6 points. Perfect execution from Banchero.
I mean, did you see the strength and force? I mean, that's what puts Banchero ahead.
Golden State has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Desmond Bane.
They really need to reshape their defense. They have to get out to him quicker to slow his three-point attack.
Please welcome the 407.
Orlando making some changes. Isaac, he's checked in for Batase. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Desmond Bane. The Warriors also with a sub. Podziemski's checked in for Curry. Here's Lewis, defended by Jones. Outside Butler. Pass to Martin. Three-pointer. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Butler's got his 4th assist in this one.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Jones, the pass to Wagner. Back to Jones. Now here's Wagner. Lets it go. Coles with a rebound. Coles has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Lewis. Pass to Butler. Over Banchero. Butler right to the heart.
Putting his body to work in the paint. Butler using his athletic skills to get it done.
Black passes to Wagner. Here's Banchero. Butler covering. Banchero with a screen on Martin. Wagner left side. He shoots. A good-looking shot from the wing. Wagner's got 9.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
But think about this, B.A. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
Now here's Banchero. 13 points in the game. Pass to Wagner. Inside. Here's Black. Kicks it out to Wagner from behind the arc. The Warriors pull it in. Martin's got 4 rebounds now.
He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
Back to Podziemski. Here's the 3. Orlando with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Jones. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul.
Let's take a look at the numbers for him.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Magic?
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
And he knocks down the first one. Jones hits them both. Here's McLaughlin trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
Pass to Payton. And he lobs it up. It's stolen by Isaac. On the take, and the dunk by Isaac.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Orlando making their last shot. Down low, Jackson Davis. Nice D from Wagner.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Jones from outside. Gets the three to fall. Jones has got 5 points now this quarter.
See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
Outside Podziemski. Jackson Davis a screen. It's Podziemski on the wing. Yet to see a basket.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's De Silva. Jones, the pass to Isaac. Back to Jones. Isaac outside. Over Payton. And it's Isaac with the basket on the assist from Jones. Isaac's got his second basket.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Here's Lewis. He's got 6. Outside Podziemski. Jackson Davis a screen. Will it go? Drained it for 2 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Terrell, following the score by Golden State. Outside Jones. Pass to De Silva, puts up a 3. The Warriors pull it in.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Here's McLaughlin. Now here's Jackson Davis, defended by Wagner. Outside Payton. 5 to shoot, and here's Podziemski. This one for 3. Jones grabs the board.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Pass to De Silva. Back to Jones. Podziemski grabs the board. Warriors trail by 19. Here's McLaughlin. To the inside. Here's Jackson Davis. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Mo Wagner.
Man, good whistle there.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far at the line.
Trace Jackson Davis. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Black's checked in for Orlando. And he sinks the second. And here are the Magic now. They're on an 11-3 run. To the middle. Cuts off the pass. Now Hield. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Pass to Rainman. Top of the key. It's hauled in by Isaac. Magic leading by 18. Here's Black. Wagner on the wing. Off target at the rim. The Warriors shooting 37% from the floor at this point. Jackson Davis with it. Wagner picks him up. Here's Rainman. He's got 5. Here's Green. The shot that time not on target. Nice D from Wagner. Going inside. And a two-handed jam.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. Warriors trail by 20. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Inside. Wagner with a steal. Here's Black. 6 points for him. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Black's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Outside Payton. Pass to Rainman. Five on the clock. To the paint. Here's Jackson Davis. And with this break, we can see the teams that are wasting no time turning defense into offense. Number 1, the Magic.
They've done a great job using their defense to create for them on offense. Turn it over against this team, and you're going to be in trouble.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. No good on the second free throw. Orlando leading by 21. 1:16 left in the 3rd quarter. Here's De Silva. Pass to Isaac. Over Payton. Isaac's shot is off.
He just couldn't finish the job that time, and too bad, because it was a nice look.
Green against Isaac. Outside Curry. And that comes off the assist by Green. Curry's got 14 points for the game.
Such a quick release. As soon as the ball touches his hands, it's gone.
Left side Bane. Into the lane. Pass to Isaac. The Warriors pull it in. There's 37 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Here's De Silva. He's covered by Curry. For 3. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Jackson Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside. It's stolen by Isaac. Bain surveying the D. Pass to De Silva. Takes a three. The offensive rebound. Here's Isaac. And another shot. Can't capitalize inside. And so it's Orlando. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
Ball's got to move, all right? Let's just start driving and kicking and moving it on, all right? Let's settle in. Make easy, simple passes.
Boy, the offense does not look very fluid to Coach Kerr right now.
Yeah, just not enough movement. When the ball is zipping around, this team is harder to guard.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. Then it's Desmond Bain, then it's Franz Wagner, and it's Black in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for Orlando. Now here's Banchero. Wagner outside. Banchero with a screen on Martin. Pass to Bain. Takes the three. And there's the call on Banchero. That's his first foul. Lewis has checked in for the Warriors.
Warrior substitution. Number 2, KJ Lewis.
Warriors trail by 15. Here's Rainman. Here's Butler. Deflected.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on, improving his ability to knock away shots.
Wagner for three. Good. That's his fifth bucket in 9 attempts.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Here's Rainman. Martin outside. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Black. Pass to Carter. Kicks it out to Wagner. Lets it go from deep. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for the Golden State Warriors. It's an 18-point game. Martin with the ball. Beyond the arc. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Banchero's got 9 rebounds now. Wagner outside. 16 feet out. Coles with a rebound. Coles has got rebound number 7 tonight. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Pass to Martin. Here's Rainman. Lets it fly. Martin misses. Orlando leading by 18. Here's Black. And the shot goes down.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
The Warriors have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Now, we don't pick favorites, Richard, but did you have a favorite road city?
Well, it depends on when you ask me, B.A. I love New York. That's my favorite city. I was born in L.A., but there's nothing like going home to Phoenix, Arizona, where I grew up.
Here's Rainman. Pass to Coles. And he can't get that one. Oh, nice D from Carter. The Magic have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. 2 points. That one goes.
It does this team a lot of good when Carter is that assertive. They need him to put pressure on the D and force mistakes.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for one, Wendell Carter Jr.
One shot.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Butler against Banchero to snap the cold streak. And Butler with the lay-in.
Yeah, an assertive move there by Butler, shaking off his defender and finding the bucket.
And here's Wagner. Outside Bane. And another basket for Orlando.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Butler. Pass to Coles. Here's Lewis. To the inside. Here's Rain Man. And he gets it to go.
Goes to Lewis.
And you see player training methods, Grant, a lot more than just running and getting shots up.
And you know, B.A., what interests me, players not just training their bodies better than ever, but also their minds. They're working on hand-eye coordination drills and just all kinds of stuff to enhance their reflexes. And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Pass to Rain Man. Now Butler, guarded by Banchero. Outside Butler. Over Banchero. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim.
A tale of two halves. After a slow start, he's turning his offense around.
Outside Bane. Back to Banchero. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler. Golden State has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Orlando making a switch here. Batase's checked in.
The line for one.
And the free throw, no good. RJ, what are your thoughts on the new collective bargaining agreement?
I hate it. I think owners should be allowed to spend as much money as they want. I think it should be a spending contest. That's what I think should happen.
Now here's Wagner. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 drives.
Yeah, Wagner's showing he has the strength to beat contact.
And it's Butler with the ball for Golden State. Pass to Lewis. Outside Butler. Orlando with the rebound. Black's got 5 rebounds in the game. 3 on 3. Here's Batase. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Butler passes to Lewis. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Franz Wagner.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
At the line for the Warriors, Lewis. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. And so he makes both from the line. Magic leading by 22. Pass to Banchero. Now here's Wagner. It's rebounded by Golden State. Butler's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Martin driving to the basket. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Wagner outside. Back to Banchero. Wagner outside. Pass to Bane. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Well, Grant, it appears the league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, BA. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around. Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Butler against Banchero. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, the relentless pursuit of points from Paolo Banchero.
At the line for the Magic, Paolo Banchero. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw no good. And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. And the second free throw is good. Here's Curry. Martin outside. Outside Curry. Here's Lewis. Martin outside. Offline with a 3. Orlando leading by 19. Here's Black. Pass to Bane. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Butler. The Warriors have gone 7 for 15 in the 4th. Curry against Bane. Martin outside. Here's Lewis. Nails it from beyond the arc. Lewis has got 5 points in the quarter.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Black passes to Batadze. Over to the wing. Banchero outside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
For a young player, Banchero has tremendous footwork in the post. He stays in balance and puts defenders in awkward spots.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
free throw drops for Banchero. And he makes both free throws. Warriors trail by 18. Pass to Lewis. Down low. Here's Martin. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Orlando's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Outside Bane. Now here's Banchero. The three is up. Nails it from 3. Banchero's got 22.
And you can tell he's starting to figure things out here in the second half.
Pass to Curry. Ooh, poked away. Bane with it. Banchero outside. Goes up from the top of the key. Bitadze. Great positioning on the putback. And the Magic lead by 21.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now.
All right, fans, it's Dance Cam time. Get ready to dance like...
And while we have a moment, let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games have become three-point contests.
You take a look at Curry, he's right on the cusp of securing his spot in the three-point contest. So I hope those votes keep pouring in because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he will do everything he can to win the whole thing, and it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And we'll keep you posted as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. But that's our current list for the three-point contest.
It's going to be a fantastic competition. We've got an endless supply of shooters in this league, and that contest will be heated.
Now here's Banchero. Outside Bane. Shot clock at 5. Back to Banchero. The three. It's rebounded by Golden State. Here's Rain Man. Martin outside. Pass to Lewis. Blocked! Now Banchero. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
And they pick up 2.
I mean, it's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
Pass to Coles. They need this. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Third personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Golden State, Coles. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. A line change here for Orlando. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 1:51 left in the final quarter. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for Orlando. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
Hields checked in for the Warriors.
4th team foul. Warrior substitution. Number 7, Buddy Hield.
1:42 left in the game. Howard against Payton. Pass to De Silva. Shot clock at 6. The 3. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Magic.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
Man, this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And one of the league's superstars, producing as he always does. What a terrific game for Desmond Bane.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Here's De Silva. Outside Jones. Here's Wagner. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Now here's Green. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Wendell Carter.
I like when Green looks to score. He's good at putting defenses in a bind.
And when we talk about players who impact winning, Draymond Green is high on that list, RJ.
And the amazing thing, his career scoring average is in the single digits. Draymond does it with his passing and directing the defense and gives his teams energy.
The first one falls.
The quintessential glue guy. Green does all the dirty work. You need one of these guys on your team because he has such a diverse skill set.
And both free throws good for Green. Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
Now here's Jones. To the middle. Here's Carter. Over Green. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, I like seeing Carter Jr. challenge the defense, and he's so good at drawing these fouls.
At the line for Orlando, Wendell Carter Jr. taking 2 shots.
And that one misses.
Versatility is what Wendell Carter Jr. brings to your squad. He has offensive game both inside and outside, and on the other end, he gets the job done using his size.
Good on the second one. Here's McLaughlin. There's 25 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Outside Hield. Green against Carter. Right side Green. Here's Hield. And a nice finish on the layup.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
So it's the Magic winning this one easily. Showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Desmond Bane.